Imagine a world without power. No lights, no internet, no running water. A world plunged into darkness, not by a natural disaster, but by a silent, invisible enemy. If America ever goes dark, this is where it will begin. Not with bombs, not with soldiers, but with a few lines of code and a single click. This is the story of a war you can't see, a cyber attack on the nation's power grid. America's electrical grid is a modern marvel, a vast interconnected web of more than 7,000 power plants and millions of miles of transmission lines. It's the circulatory system of our nation, powering our homes, our hospitals, our communication networks, our entire way of life. It also powers our defenses, this critical infrastructure. This symbol of American ingenuity has become a prime target in the new era of warfare, cyber warfare. To understand the threat, we first need to understand how electricity reaches us. It starts at a power plant, where energy is generated. From there, high-voltage electricity travels across the country through massive transmission lines, like highways for power. These lines lead to substations, which are like traffic interchanges, lowering the voltage and directing the electricity onto smaller distribution networks. Finally, these networks deliver power directly to our homes and businesses. Every single one of these points from the plant to the plug is a potential digital doorway for an attacker. The scary part is, they don't need to physically destroy a power plant or topple a transmission tower. The attack happens in the digital realm. The targets are the sophisticated control systems, the monitoring software, and the remote access tools that keep the grid running smoothly. Think of it like this. The grid has a brain, a central nervous system that manages the flow of electricity. That's what they're after. Once they're inside this digital nervous system, the possibilities are terrifying. Attackers can remotely shut down entire substations, plunging cities into darkness. They can manipulate the system to deliberately damage expensive, hard-to-replace equipment like transformers, causing physical destruction from a keyboard thousands of miles away. But the most devastating scenario is a cascading failure. When one part of the grid goes down, it puts immense strain on the others. A skilled attacker could trigger a domino effect, causing a chain reaction that brings down a significant portion of the national grid. And getting the lights back on isn't as simple as flipping a switch. We're not talking about a few hours of inconvenience. Some of the specialized components that make up our grid, like large power transformers, are cut. They're not sitting on a shelf somewhere. Replacing them can take weeks, months, or in some cases even years. A cyber attack that lasts only a few minutes could result in long-term damage and a recovery effort that stretches on for an unthinkable amount of time. A short attack, a long dark shadow. Now a new player is entering the field, artificial intelligence. AI is a double-edged sword. While it can be used to bolster our defenses, it can also be weaponized by our adversaries. Imagine an AI designed to relentlessly probe the grid for weaknesses. It could map out every vulnerability, predict how grid operators would respond to an attack, and then coordinate a complex, multi-pronged assault with a speed and precision no human team could match. This isn't science fiction. AI is turning our critical infrastructure into a digital battlefield, where algorithms fight for control. Of course, the United States is not defenseless. There are brilliant people working around the clock at government agencies and private utility companies to protect the grid. They're building digital walls, hunting for threats, and constantly wargaming potential attack scenarios. But they face a monumental challenge. Much of our grid's infrastructure is old, designed long before cyber threats were a consideration. And in this asymmetrical warfare, the defenders have to be right every single time. The attackers only need to find one opening, one vulnerability, one mistake. Our strength as a nation, our economic prosperity, and our national security all depend on the steady, reliable flow of electricity. It's the foundation upon which modern society is built. And in the silent, ongoing battle of cyber warfare, that power is the first casualty. The question is no longer asterisk if asterisk a major attack will happen, but asterisk when asterisk and are we prepared for the day the lights go out. To learn more about the hidden battles that are shaping America's future and the front lines of digital defense, make sure you subscribe to Cyber Frontline. Thanks for watching.